Welcome to Learning Equinox. Last Friday, we talked about the 50-30-20 rule, which can help us bring in discipline in managing our money and help us spend and save effectively. Today, we shall understand another concept, the power of compounding. In the words of Albert Einstein, compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. So, what does compounding interest mean? How is it calculated? And how is it to our benefit? Let me tell you a simple story. Once upon a time, there was a lavish king who had many ministers around him. He was fond of art, music, and chess. Once he wanted to have his statue made and issued summons to his kingdom to get the best artist for the job. He said that the artist would be rewarded by whatever he asks for. So all artisans in the kingdom were very excited. But they all knew that there was one person, Mr. Ajay, who would be the best and that he alone will be able to win over to do the job. The king ordered him to do the sculpture. Besides being the best in his job, he was also very smart and an efficient man. Every day, he used to take his tools and visit the king's palace and start working on the sculpture. In no time, a beautiful sculpture which looked exactly like the king appeared out of the marble block. The king was overjoyed with the job and asked Ajay for his reward. Ajay saw the king playing chess and said, "I want some grains of rice." So the king asked, "How much?" He said, "You can see this chessboard. Place 1 grain of rice in the first box. In the second one, double that grain. In the third box, do the double of the second one. That is the double of 2, that is 4. In the third box, you will get double of the 4, that is 8, and so on. So every box that you add on to, double that of the previous box and give me that many grains of rice." So by the time you cover the 64th box, whatever rice comes in the 64th box, you give it to me. So the king thought, what a fool he is. He is just asking few grains of rice for this marvelous marble statue. Ajay stood quietly and all the ministers were laughing aloud. Ajay then mentioned, "I'm sure I just want these few grains of rice as calculated on the chessboard, doubling it in each square right up to the 64th square." So the king said, "All right," he agreed, and his ministers started placing the rice grains in each square, doubling in the next one. So in simple terms, what they were doing, in the first box, they would keep 1 grain. In the second, it will be 1 plus 1, that is 2 grains. In the third, there will be 2 raised to the power of 2, which is 4. So doubling what was there in the second box. In the fourth box, there would be 2 raised to the power of 3, that is 8 grains. In the fifth box, it is 2 raised to the power of 4, 16 grains, and so on. So every box gets an increment by the previous one, which is double of the previous, till the 64th box. So what is placed on the 64th box is 2 raised to the power of 63, because the first one is 1 and after that it is just doubling, that's why 2. So how much is 2 raised to the power of 63? We will not be able to calculate. So for the sake of simplicity and calculation in Excel, we will split as 2 raised to the power of 32 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 31. So 32 plus 31 makes it 63. So 2 raised to the power of 32 works out to 429.5 crore and 2 raised to the power of 31 works out to 214.75 crore. Multiplying the two, you get 92,233.72 crore. Yes, you heard it right. I said crore because it's a multiple. So 1 crore gets doubled. So that is 10 raised to the power of 14 if I say 2 times crore. What you get is 9223.7 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 14. Now these are grains. Let us try to convert them in rupee terms. On an average, 50 to 55,000 grains are there in a kilo of rice. So, for the sake of simplicity in calculation, let us assume 50,000 grains. So, that will work out to 1.844, or let's say 1.845 multiplied by 10 raised to 14 kilos. Assuming that on an average the price per kilo is rupees 50, so in rupee terms I'll have to multiply this with 50, which works out to 92.233. 1 trillion is 10 raised to the power of 12, and we are talking 10 raised to the power of 14, which would mean ideally approximately rupees 9,223 trillion. Approximately. If you convert this into dollars, that is dividing by 70 on an average, you will get about $132 trillion. And the comparative of that is the world GDP in 2019, which was approximately 142 trillion. So if you look at vis-a-vis the world GDP, you are comparing this value. This is the power of compounding. Now in this example, the rice grain was doubling at each and every box that it moved to. That means within a period of time, the rate of interest was 100%. And it was getting doubled every single time. And the number, that is the time frame available, was 64 boxes. That is 64 times it went on doubling at the rate of 100%. This is how you actually calculate compounding. So the compounding interest formula will be the principal into the rate of return raised to the power of n. That is the power of exponential returns over a period of time. Let us now take a very, very practical example, a day-to-day example that we deal with money. So let's say you have 10,000 rupees and you need to deposit it for 5 years at a rate of 8% per annum. So if you calculate as per simple interest formula, it is nothing but 10,000 multiplied by 8% multiplied by 5 years. So what you get, interest component is 4,000 rupees, your principal of 10,000 rupees. So you get 14,000 rupees at the end of 5 years. On the same, if you apply compounding, which means in the first year you will get 8% on 10,000. In the next year it will be 10,000 plus the interest that you have made. On that you will earn another 8%. So if you calculate that as per the formula, you will get 14,693. So you get a 693 more than what you are calculating as per simple interest. This is a very simple calculation for a very short period of time of 5 years that we have taken, just to bring out the differentiation between simple interest and compounding factor. The power of exponential compounding is this. So if it's 10,000 rupees and it's for 5 years, you still tend to gain 693 rupees more. The longer the time frame, the more you make. So the longer the time frame the compounding happened, as in case of the grains of rice, it was 100% over a period of 64 times. So the period was 64 times, and that's why the number was that huge. So the longer the period and higher the rate of return, you will get more returns. In the same example of rupees, 10,000 rupees, keeping the interest rate to be same, we will increase the period from 5 years to 10 years. And here you see the difference between the interest amount that has been calculated. If simple interest, you will get 18,000. With compounding, you will get 21,589, which is approximately 3,600 more than simple interest. Such is the power of compounding. Now, it's a play between the return and the time period that you stay invested on that return. So, understanding the two factors, you will determine what you will earn. But at any given point of time, be it 5 years, 10 years, 7 years, you will definitely earn more than the simple interest. And that is what compounding is applicable and plays a very significant role in multiplying your money. In the beginning, I mentioned about Albert Einstein's quote, which said compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. So what does this mean? Now that you know what compounding is, things are a little more clear. He means if you know compounding and you stay invested, then your returns will grow. Similarly, if you're taking a loan or having a credit card, you pay interest on the loan as an EMI. What is this EMI? EMI is nothing but a small portion of your principal and the compounded interest over a period of time on the outstanding amount. So the credit card company earns while you pay. That is where the significance of avoiding these EMIs come to play. So you are making the credit card company, or you are actually making the loan company earn more money out of yours rather than you making that money. So by now you will appreciate the reason for getting into financial discipline soon in life. It helps us yield better returns, but the problem is we all keep on making excuses to save early in life. So we do not choose that element of saving early in life. We keep making excuses like we do not have sufficient time. Now let me enjoy. I will start saving later. These retirement plans are of no use. All this does not make sense. Now I have started earning. Give me some time. These kind of excuses is what stops us from actually getting into financial discipline and making good money. In the 50-30-20 rule that we talked about, out of the 20% savings basket that we were talking, even if we start with 5% of what we save on a monthly basis, the returns will be tremendous. This is how you can make your money work as hard as you do. So stop making excuses and start saving for the future. This pandemic has taught us the story of the ant and the grasshopper. We all know this. Once in a forest there was an ant and a grasshopper family. The ant family worked hard and collected food all throughout the season so that in winters it could stay at home in peace. The grasshopper used to laugh at the ants struggling hard and saving for the future. Then came the winters and the grasshopper had nothing to eat. All around it was covered with snow. The ants survived the winter because they had saved for tough times. Don't be a grasshopper and jump around with your money. Save some portion of it for the future. Understand the power of compounding and how it can benefit you in your earnings. Almost all wealthy people master this art of compounding. Albert Einstein also has developed another rule of compounding: what it is, how it will work, how do wealthy people make use of it, how is it used as a compounding tool, what are the benefits. All of this we shall see in the next video in the coming Fridays. So stay tuned, and yes, if you have still not yet subscribed to our channel, then please do so to stay updated on our upcoming knowledge sharing videos. Thank you and stay tuned for more.